like the style of Hercules. I just don't like the actual movie. I think the songs from Hercules are good, which is really ironic that I didn't know. Like when I think of like songs from Hercules, I think of like the one at the very beginning where it's all like the women singing like.
Oh,
yeah,
the pottery and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Good movie. Anyways, we got Kain and Dan, the Mario Man.
Winners finals, man.
Why does that do so much damage, man? God. Oh, that's so safe. I always forget how safe wolves like smash attacks are. Super hard to punish most of the time.
So this is like, Kain obviously has been doing very well at Ignition for a while now.
Yep.
And he's like the lone competitor. I was talking to Polaroid about it earlier, who has not been around in Smash 4.
Yeah.
And he's
a Brawl vet. He was #1 for a very long time in Brawl. In Chicago. And
now he's just trying to steamroll over all the Smash 4 players, dude.
Hey, man. He's putting in some work if he's winners finals right now in Ignition.
He already took away Dan's first stock. He wasn't able to get back to the stage. That's rough.
Yeah. Consistently today, I've seen him get a lot of kills with just one shot of lasers when they're off stage. It's crazy how good that move is.
He knew he was dead. He just rolled backwards.
Oh my
he let it happen.
God. Kain is crazy.
Kain's on another level today, dude. He went from a level 8 computer to a level 9 computer. Just like that.
Just like that. Yeah, have you ever faced a level 9 computer?
They're rough. No. They're rough.
They're crazy.
They're dumb. It's Sakurai himself. He placed his soul inside of the Nintendo Switch video game. Watch out for your shield, man. You don't want that to break. That's the last thing you need at this very moment. That was nice.
I love that confirm. It's not really a confirm because you could detect it, but if you miss the tech,
then it's a confirm.
If you read the tech, I believe Mario's fast enough to really deal with that problem with like a down smash. Oh my God.
Tech something, dude.
Oh, nice spacing with Kain. Keeping Dan on the ledge. Dan's got to figure something out right here.
Yeah, he was desperately trying to keep Kain near the edge. That way he could try to edge guard him and take away a sneaky stock, a sneaky second stock. But
I mean, Wolf, even though his neutral is insanely good, his recovery is one of the worst in the game.
Yeah.
It's not the greatest, it's not the worst either, though.
It's one of his few disadvantages because Wolf doesn't have a whole lot of them.
Yeah. I thought I was going to kill already. I was like, why is this character so good? And everyone's playing this character now. I mean, like, Wolf is one of the most played characters that you see online. Everyone has, like, a secondary Wolf now. This character's crazy good.
Yeah, it's something I brought up earlier when Game and Snoofle, dude.
I love that, how that forward tilt looks, like those 3 lines.
It looks, man, it looks like a forward smash.
Yeah.
I was talking about it earlier with, I think, Polaroid, when Game and Snoofle were talking about who is the more popular character in Smash right now, Lucina or Wolf, like, who people play more.
I see more Wolf than Lucina.
Right now, Lucina was at the beginning, now it's Wolf, but honestly, I think Wolf is the most popular character, not only among those two, I think, like, in the game now.
Oh, probably the most popular character. I mean, Sakurai, like, inspired a lot of people to pick up the character.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, he's a character that really benefits off of, like, basic fundamentals, powerful character all around. There's not a whole lot of reason, and he's got one of the best projectiles in the game.
Yep.
There's not a whole lot of reason to avoid him anymore.
All right, Dan, like, really picking things up from the last game.
Yeah, things were looking bleak for Dan. There were a couple of really good edge guards from Kain that just made him drop.
Oh, I love the laser. Stop Dan just committing to any option off stage. Dan trying to secure the stock as early as possible.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Smaller ceiling.
You missed that grab. You're donezo, dude.
Kain looking kind of desperate in this game. It's like a complete 180 from the last game.
Yeah, it really is. And I think that's sort of the pressure Dan brings to the table, is that he's always been really good at figuring out his opponents, and Dan's ability to come back from bad situations has always been A+ material, dude.
I mean, Dan, no joke. He's always been a very solid player, always has a good mindset when he plays. He knows that anything's possible, you know?
Oh, he's dead?
No.
Oh, he had a jump. Never mind.
Yeah, he got the jump. Oh, that sound it makes. It's crazy.
Slide over to the right side of the stage.
From off stage. Went to an air? No, surprisingly.
Man, dude, can you imagine clashing with wolves like
Claws? With a
that
punch.
must suck. Can you imagine?
God.
Mario's gonna take off his gloves when he gets home, and he's not gonna have hands.
Yeah.
It's gonna be gone.
What I've seen a lot of leg just go off the top. Surprisingly.
Yeah, it did.
What I'm noticing from Dan's play that's changed from the first game is like whenever Kain just commits to anything on his shield, he just punishes with just a nair or up air. Look at that.
Yeah, you're right. Comes out really fast. Gives you enough distance to get him off of you. And then when he whiffs stuff like that, it sets up a smash attack. It's a good strategy.
Oh. Surprised he committed to a laser right in front of his face.
Oh, these grabs from Dan look a little dangerous. Kain, so far, finding his way out of them as best as he can.
If there's any character that is designed to bring it back, it's gonna be Wolf. I mean, have you seen some of the setups that kill at like 60%?
Oh, well. Well.
I told you. Whether it be commentator's curse or I actually know stuff about this game.
You're many things, Bushi, but wrong about Wolf is not one of them.
Yeah. Oh my God.
This character's so dumb.
So
oh my goodness.
I actually love playing Wolf. He's one of the few characters I actually just like mess around with. That and shoot.
Dan still.
I thought I was gonna go off the top.
It's easy to forget that Dan actually has the lead in this game and has for pretty much the entirety of the game. He's actually gonna win right now. See you later.
Nope. Well, I don't know anything about Mario apparently.
So like that was a weird game because even though Dan won, we were more focused on the fact that Kain really did start to bring it back at the very end.
Yeah.
Which is huge.
Like I said, like Dan definitely improved his neutral and his punish game from the first game. And he closed out the game because of it. Kain committed too hard a few too many times. And it's hard to actually use laser in this matchup. You can't because cape.
Yeah, exactly. And Dan can get on you in a second, too.
Yep.
You have to worry about 2 different obstacles in your way.
Yeah.
And when you don't have that laser anymore and you can't really use it...
You can still use it. You just have to mix it up.
You have to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it can make approaching Dan actually relatively hard.
Oh, really scary.
Yeah. He's dead. He's dead.
My
Dead wolf, dude.
God. Whoa. What percent was he at? Like 60, 70?
It was like 70. God. It was like 70 to 80
oh, here
or
we go
something
again.
like that.
Oh, I thought he was going to go for that grab.
Wow, dude. Never count out Dan, man.
Oh, no.
Dan the man. Super Dan, if you will.
So, if you can't commit to lasers as Wolf, or you're like scared to commit to lasers, your approach options are pretty lackluster. Nothing is really safe on shield, especially against Mario, where you can just nair, and if you commit to a really strong move, or a move with a lot of end lag, just grabs you.
Yeah, a lot of the big damage that Kain has been able to produce has come from Dan coming in himself and messing up opportunities.
What is going on? It was just like smash attack the game. God.
That was like a muscle test. They were like, that's like a strength show where they're like flexing on each other.
Look at my smash attack. Look at my smash attack. Just showing off.
There's something super special when Dan like fares, his opponent bounces off the stage and then he kills him in a different way.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. I love it so much.
This is looking like a really rough matchup for Wolf. I mean, I would have been wrong if I said this first game, but these last 2 games, Dan's just been proving me wrong. So.
Yeah, I think Dan has sort of realized, like I said before, that he really doesn't... He can afford to be patient in this matchup. He has no reason to overcommit. Anytime he does, he's just going to get hurt.
I mean, especially like when you have the lead like this, like what is Wolf going to do? Oh my... What was that, like...
That was like
50.
70, dude. That was like... Oh
That's
my
it.
goodness, he's dead. Just shoved the fire in his face, man. Destroyed. Also, this is like irrelevant in the grand scheme of things, but like back when Mario was on the platform and Kain went in and he dash attacked with Wolf and Dan pressed down on their platform and he like up aired and it was like a trap door came out from under him and that was funny.
Straight off the top.
Do you still play Plant?
Yes, of course I do.
Yeah?
Yeah, yesterday I won. Did I use Plant yesterday at the small tournament? No, I used Sheik mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I used planted tri-point.
What would you say you did against
Yeah.
Raven King? Where did you, what would you say he is on the tier list?
Oh, he's trash.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's bad. I love the character, but he's bad.
Wow.
Xyla's giving me a dirty look.
Silas,
I am
our
the best
resident,
plant in Chicago, by the way.
resident
This is
plant main.
proven.
That's true. You did win the tournament.
Yes,
You
I
won
did.
the best plant in Chicago
I've
tournament.
beaten Santi.
He's got a medal and everything, a trophy.
I wish I had a trophy.
I'll buy you a trophy.
Aw.
It'll be like,
Yeah, Pete's number 2, actually.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pete. He's pretty cool, dude. He's alright.
I love Pete. Pete's the homie. He was actually supposed to come today, but he was working, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah. He'll be here next week, probably.
Yeah, I would not have run back to the stage if I was Kain. I mean, God knows what Dan really banned, but man, it's rough. Where do you take? Oh, you know what Dan probably did? He probably banned FD.
In this situation, though, where I think Dan is sort of expecting Kain to come in and capitalizing off of that, even with triplets, I think I would want to go for maybe even a smaller stage right now, dude. I don't even know anymore.
I mean, this is a pretty small stage, to be honest. It's just, I mean, that last game was pretty bad for Kain.
Yeah, it was. You're right.
Okay, Dan is going a little bit too hard compared to the last game. Kain needs to, like, whenever he touches his shield, just press A. Y A.
Dude, that interaction happened so fast, my brain could not process it. Like, somehow Wolf was in the air, and then he died.
Yeah. Dan got the jump rate, which is smart.
That was crazy.
Reflecting that just at 13%. Wow.
It's easy to forget, though, that, because Dan really hasn't been, like, using...
Oh my god.
You were close.
You're close.
Dude, what? Oh my goodness, Dan!
Calm down.
Holy,
scaring me.
Holy butts.
Holy butts.
Holy, you know, PG. Gotta be PG, dude.
Alright,
The most important thing is to stop yourself at the end of the day.
Oh god. Alright, Dan still with a very strong lead, up 120%. This is going to be really rough for Kain to bring this back. He's off stage. I would like to see Dan go for a ledge trump into back air. He's kind of letting Kain just get on free.
Yeah, and that's rough considering the fact that Mario has so many tools. You need to be taking advantage of that every single time Kain is off stage, because now he's starting to work his way back into this game.
Oh, if he got another up air, that was it. He already used a second jump. He would have
Don't jump into that. Yo, he tried to charge up and smack him off the right side of the
I'm
stage.
not sure if he was going to use down smash or forward smash right there. Alright, Kain definitely bringing this back right now. Oh, someone's going to commit to a smash attack, and it's Dan.
Man, you were on point for that one. That was perfect. Yeah, this has pretty much been pummeling forever.
Yeah.
This is a sort of a reversal of fortune, because Dan really had the advantage. It almost seemed like Dan was moving like 100% faster than he was the other game. It seemed like he really had a feel for things. Dude, moving for real. But all of a sudden, Kain started to work his way back into it.
Oh yeah, this is definitely, I mean, Kain needs a back air. Probably even up tilt's going to kill right here.
He's just standing there menacingly.
What am I going to do? Okay. Recovery. I would like to see an up tilt from Kain.
Oh, watch out, dude. No shield breaks yet, but we can see one at any point from either of these two.
Oh. There we go. That's going to steal it.
Nice. Yeah, Kain bringing this one all the way back, only at 50%. That's not a big deal whatsoever, dude. Not at all.
Yeah, this is 100% doable. We can go to a game. Oh, and he has a lead now. We can go to game 5 right here.
Oh my goodness! Every time Wolf charges a smash attack, dude, my whole body just tenses up. Oh, that's it though!
The jump read.
Planted into the ground, and Dan is our winner's winner.
What?
Yeah.
Grand Finals winner side. Let's go there.
Kain.
Doing a very good job, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there really was a point where I was like, yeah, it's over. Dan has a feel for it. And then Kain was like, not today.
Yeah.
Not today, dude. I'm going to bring it back if it's the last thing I do.
If that game 1 didn't show, like, how good Kain can play, I mean, I don't even know what to say, because that man dominated